joining me on another episode on Sunnylanka. Today I want to share with you one of my favorite pastimes whenever I do find free time, and that is needlework with either crocheting or knitting. And it used to be called the granny's craft, or you'd associate knitting and crocheting with grandmas or older people in general. But actually, it's taken on a very growing interest among young people these days. And I'm glad I learned it from my grandma when I was just a little girl. And the few basic stitches, it caught my interest. And many years later, I ventured into trying to pick up a few more techniques, and I'm able to make a few things. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I have a collection of needles that I wanted to share with you that might spark some interest if you are thinking about spending your time. And it being Love Your Yarn Day, I thought I would share with you something that is very dear to me. Okay, to start off with, this is a piece that I'm working on right now. It's going to be fingerless mittens, and I've just started working on it, as you can see. And I have them on circular needles. This is part of a set that I have. I'll show you in a minute. And I've put in here just to mark where I have a place that I'm holding, a placeholder. And these I made myself too, and here are two more that I've made, so maybe I can share with you how to make them. They're very easy, and you have jewelry sort of, to decorate your work, and they look pretty and they're functional as well. I have here various needles. These are wooden DPNs, or double pointed needles, and these are just my aluminum long needles that my daughter actually uses in her projects. And this is a needle I picked up many years ago. I haven't used it enough, I guess, but it's got a crochet hook at one point, so it's a variation on crocheting that the work comes out as if you're knitting it, and it's a very long needle. If I can show you right there, yeah, it's pretty long. This is a set of KA needles that I have. They're wooden, the bamboo, I think, and very luxurious. It's a set that I got for my birthday a few years ago from my parents, and I love it, and I've used it many times. They're circular needles, but because of the length of the circular cord, I could use them as single needles. And these are some of the swatches I've made. I'm working on this, building up the little blocks to put together to make into a throw. And this is a pattern I picked up from one of the other YouTube videos, and it's come out really pretty. So different yarn that you could use. I wanted to show you that is you could use the thicker yarn. If you're looking at something like a throw or a blanket or scarf, things like that, and then a more finer yarn for details to show off the lace, and of course like summer uh, things that you would be making. So I have here my crochet hooks. These are bamboo ones, again a set that I got, and these are the, I'm not sure if it's steel, but they're pretty heavy, and they come in different sizes, but this was a set of 4 or 5. I think I'm missing one. They also come in the normal aluminum needles in different sizes, and I have here one. Anyway, they look just like this, but I had one that was plastic as well, so it looks just like that, but it's plastic. So, a few different things. And then, of course, the yarn, you can have all kinds of yarn. I get these big, huge economy yarns, just acrylic, nothing fancy. It's cheap, and it's good on a project that like a bigger project if you wanted to make. or you can get the more fancy yarn. This is one that I have sitting here. It's textured yarn. Um, and right now, like if you go even online or into just the department stores, there's a wide variety of yarn that you can choose from. And for something like rug making, which I'm starting to try out just because, you know, I think I have a little bit of time. That's t-shirt yarn. So that's yarn that you can make yourself from old t-shirts and use it for different things. And maybe I'll share some of those projects with you as I go along. So I hope, you know, oh, I did miss one, and these are cable needles. This is actually rosewood cable needles that I got online. It's a set of 3. I'm using one at the moment, so I can't take that one out. But yeah, they are very handy. They look funny, but they're very handy. But even if you didn't have cable needles, you would still be able to do cables using one of these, which are double pointed needles. Oops, right there, double pointed needles. So yeah, it is a very interesting activity to get into, knitting and crocheting. It's very relaxing, stress relieving, and for anybody who thinks that they can't because of different restrictions like arthritis, rheumatism. There are different needles that you can get these days that will help you work through all of that. They're plastic, they're flexible, so it doesn't strain your hands too much, and different things like that. So I just wanted to share this with you and just to see how many of my viewers would be interested in watching or me sharing some of the projects that I do. So I am looking for your feedback and positive feedback, hopefully. And hopefully we'll get to share a little bit more about something I do enjoy. Okay, so if you are interested in following along on one of my projects that I will be showing you in the coming videos, all you will need as far as supplies are basically yarn, any color of your choice, and I would say just to start off to take a very plain yarn, something that's not textured, and you know, try to get something that you would like to look at. And just to start off, it'll make it a little easier. A pair of knitting needles, okay, and a pair of scissors to snip off the yarn. So that's all you need. So I really thank you for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so in support so that I would be able to make more videos and also that I'll be able to have fresh ideas to share with you. So once again, thanks for watching. You can like me on my Facebook page, Sunnylanka Homestyle Sri Lankan Cooking, or you can email me at sunnylanka09@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Ayubowan.